Hi, welcome to my channel, True Divine 44. I'm Jennifer Roberts. This is my new channel that I'm going to be building up with general tarot readings month by month, sign by sign. I will be playing around with the format slightly in between each reading just to see what people like, what people need, shorter readings, etc. So this reading is for Scorpio for January 2020. So Scorpio, you have for this reading, if it resonates with you, that it feels like there's a very deluded, narcissistic energy that has been affecting your life greatly. Maybe it crept up on you. Maybe it's something that you didn't expect to turn into what it's turned into. I don't feel you gave too many signals for it to turn into what it's turned into, but it's something that you really do want a fresh start from and to really move on from. So this reading has a mix of both your energy and someone else's energy very strongly, in that there has been this delusion, this mania of somebody in your life, somebody that's affected your life greatly. Your stress levels have been very high. They've really fooled themselves into thinking there's something not for you, that you feel something that you really don't feel for them, which can be quite frightening, and it has had you in a real turmoil in your thoughts, in your stress levels. There's a real need to get over to those calmer waters, so to speak, to put this behind you, to put an end to it, full stop, so that you can really feel rested, because it seems like your adrenaline has been up here for quite some time because of this energy, because of this person around your circumstance. As I said, it doesn't feel like this person is, you know, a live-in lover or a married partner. It could be, but it feels more deluded than that. It feels more like an outsider getting obsessed when really they had no right to. You didn't give them the signals to. You didn't lead them on, so to speak. So there may be, and this will only probably resonate with one or a few people, so I hope the right person listens to it. So don't be frightened or worried or questioning of people that you would normally trust and love being around if this doesn't resonate with you. But there may be a need to get some law involved. There may be, maybe you've tried that in the past before and it hasn't worked, but you know, there is real narcissism there, there's real delusion there, and slight mania there with this person who needs to stop affecting your life the way they've been affecting your life for, you know, a while now, months now. You want that fresh start. You've got ideas, you've got things you need to do, you've got lists of accomplishments, you want goals, you want set and done. You're a very, you know, quick sign of being very organized and able, very able. So you've got all of that in the background, but this energy, this person is sort of exhausting you, so that it's taking up far more time than it should. It shouldn't take up any time, but it's taken up far more energy than it should. You haven't got the energy to do what you would normally do. There's an exhaustion there. There's a real immaturity with this person that is affecting your life so greatly. Just, you know, there's just they've just been bad news, bad energy, bad feeling. It's not a nice feeling to read, to be honest. And so you're feeling very overburdened, and rightly so. You're feeling a little bit burnt out, but it is the nearly there feeling with the Nine of Rods. It's the you can do this, and though you have tried in the past to do certain things, maybe involving law, things involving people outside of self to try and resolve this, and it hasn't worked, it is coming up in this reading that it is time that maybe it's worth trying those avenues again, that things have maybe ramped up just that little bit more, that you maybe listened to more. People will put more importance on what you're saying regarding people-in-law if you were to discuss this again with them and go down that avenue again with them, and things like injunctions, things like, you know, non-molestation orders that in the UK keep people at a certain distance from you, and if they come near you they can be arrested more easily and charged more easily, so it's a little bit more of a deterrent. Because you need sleep. It feels like you haven't been sleeping, it feels like you're exhausted, drained, just zapped out from this. There's this obsession that you didn't ask for, somehow it got into your life, you can't even pinpoint how and when maybe, and what you might have said or done to get this person to think that they had an in with you. All I can say is don't go around in circles in that thought pattern of what you did, how you, not right now. Right now you need to know that, you know, this person, you're trying to evaluate this person's actions by your own normal standards, your own normal relationship and relations standards, in that you would act much more normal than this. You wouldn't intrude on somebody's privacy like this. You certainly wouldn't stalk anybody like this, or upset anybody like this for seemingly no good reason. So you would send yourself in circles, trying to put your thought process and your action process to their thought process and their actions. You won't get inside of this head, because nor would you want to, but you can't, because you can't go there, because you would naturally never go there. So there is this real obsession, this almost addicted to your energy, you know, vampirous energy about this person. So there's a need to bring in that balance. And you do have a real desire to create that balance, that alchemy in your life again, almost remembering what you had before this person appeared on the scene, and that is coming in, you know, that is there for you. It's time now. Like I said before, I feel even if you've gone down avenues of law before, I feel like it's time with this reading that you'll be listened to much more freely, and much more importance would be put on your words this time. Things have progressed enough that, you know, they can't ignore it as easily as before. So there is that fresh emotional start coming in, and when that comes in towards the back end of January, you know, it may be coming into February, but when that comes in, I can feel that relief, that palpable relief, the sense of lighter shoulders, a straighter back, of being able to sleep well, to not dream, to not feel like you're jumping at every noise. So there is a victory shown in this reading around your environment. There's a real victory. There's the Six of Wands and there's the Sun card together. So you know that really does speak of enlightenment, victory, and even things that you've been putting up with coming into light within those low courts, within those low courts, you know, having real retribution, real and that even gives you a sense of relief, like you're not going crazy. This did all happen. It's been documented now in paper, and it's actually been actioned upon now outside of self. It's other people deeming this as narcissistic, obsessive, stalking behaviour. So even that gives you that sense of justice, that sense of relief, deep relief after a long-awaited time. Because even if this has been like a 3-month thing, a 6-month thing, this kind of thing is so draining and has such an effect on every part of our life, our eating, our sleeping, you know, maybe wanting to drink more yourself. even feeling more aches and pains because you're not sleeping, you're not eating properly, you're not drinking water properly, you know, you're just not yourself, you're not balanced. But that is coming in for you. It is Scorpio with this Temperance card and this Ace of Cups card, you know, that fresh start, that sense of relief, you know, that's coming in for you. But I do think it needs to be actioned upon for that to come in for you. You've got the Sun card twice in this reading. So you've got the Sun card with the Two of Swords. So that to me is really bringing in what I've just said before, that balance, that alchemy in your life again, bringing it back to how you usually are, how you usually would be able to be in your lifestyle, just more relaxed, more at ease, just allow your personality to shine through again, because even that's blocked in this kind of pattern. You're just not yourself. So for the final result, you know, that there is success. This might have been born of jealousy, obsession, as I said before, but real jealousy about who you are and what you are, the skills you have. This person seems to have put you up on a pedestal of adoration for the skills you have, the person you are, the way you speak, everything. But instead of that being like the normal pedestal that you would put somebody on, not that you should put anybody on a pedestal, but you know, that when you're falling in love genuinely, or when you have a genuine affection and feeling for somebody, you know, you exalt them, you put them up there, you want to hold them up, you want to hold space and time for them. This turned very quickly for this person because of these narcissistic maniac type of energies that they hold. It turned very quickly into a bitter pedestal. The better you did, the more listened to you were by others, the more jealous and obsessed it became, the more festering it became. So, but that's not to say you should change your behaviour. That's not to say you did anything wrong. Again, don't get stuck in that pattern. You were just living your life, it seems to me, and being you and being successful at it. So the final result completely is the Star card. The hope, the healing, the balance, and being able to truly transmute all of the pain and chaos that this caused in your life, and being able to move on from it freely, without open wounds, without scars that keep opening up. Because I really do feel this time, this law court, this thing outside of self, organisation outside of you, is going to really action on your behalf this time. And I know it might seem like I'm just looking for another deck. I know it might seem like, oh, I don't want to do that, I've done it before, they didn't listen, I felt stupid. All of those things, you know, I do feel this time it's time. Either things have progressed to the point where you've got to be listened to, or you know, you're just going to speak to the right person at the right time in the right department, and I manifest that for you on your behalf too. So what have we got there? I'm just doing a few more cards just to put a dot at the end of the reading. Yeah, so there's Four of Swords, there's rest coming in. Time for you, time for you to put your feet up and, you know, really ground yourself again, and, you know, recognize that this has happened to yourself, and you do need time in the Star to adjust and rest and recuperate and rejuvenate from the lack of sleep, from the increased stress levels, the adrenaline levels, all of the above. Just a couple more for Scorpio. Maiden of Pentacles, you know, being able to concentrate on what you were doing so well before this all started, before this all ensued. Being able to plant your seeds the way you were before you were stuck in this person's obsessions, obsessional thoughts. the star again. So, you know, that time's coming in for you, that balance, the alchemy of life, that hope, that rest and recuperation, and then the chariot at the end here, you know, giving you time to move off from this space, to really put an end into it all, to give yourself some space and time to recuperate, yes, but then ultimately, which one is it? Yeah, move away from this time and being able to, you know, have it as a distant memory in the not too near future. So Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If it resonated with you, I hope you got some good advice from it, some hope in itself, and some knowing, and some a little bit of drive to go back to the avenues that you've tried to go through before, this law system, this organisation outside of self, and really help put a full stop to this blip, and it will become just a blip in your life. It's not even a chapter, it's a sentence in your book, and that's all it needs to be. So much love, be balanced and be whole, Scorpio. If you would like a personal reading with me, all of my details are in the drop box below. Until then, please call back. Let's grow this channel. Much love, be balanced, be whole.